Hey, welcome to Friday 5-Minute Devos. I'm Carly, and I'm so glad you're here today. I am in 1 Kings chapter 3, and this is where God comes to King Solomon in a dream. And King Solomon is freshly king. His dad was King David, king before him. And God comes to him in a dream and asks Solomon, "Ask what I shall give you. So what do you want from me?" I'm going to read his response. Then Solomon said, "You have shown your servant David, my father, great loving kindness because he walked before you in faithfulness and righteousness and with uprightness of heart toward you. And you have kept for him this great loving kindness in that you have given him a son to sit on his throne as it is today. So now, O Lord my God, you have made your servant king in place of David my father. And as for me, I am but a little boy. I do not know how to go out or come in. Your servant is among your people whom you have chosen, a great people who are too many to be numbered or counted. So give your servant an understanding mind and a hearing heart to judge your people, so that I may discern between good and evil. For who is able to judge and rule this great people of yours?" Now it pleased the Lord that Solomon had asked this thing. Anytime it says it pleased the Lord in Scripture, I think that's really important to figure out what did that person do that pleased the Lord. So that's why I chose to read Solomon's prayer to God in response. This is all happening in his dream. So, how did he please the Lord? He was asked by the King of Kings, "What do you want? What should I give you?" And he took an honest account. Instead of asking for all the wealth in the world, instead of asking for the most powerful army and the strongest empire, instead of asking for the death of all of his enemies so he wouldn't have to mess with any of that, what he asks for is what he lacks, and it's wisdom and understanding. And I think it pleased the Lord, and a way that we can please the Lord is take an honest account of our lives and our hearts and ourselves and acknowledge our shortcomings and acknowledge our weakness and ask God for help in those areas. He already knows our shortcomings and failures and weaknesses, and He has what we need to succeed in those areas, even to be able to do everything that He's called us to do and will call us to do. So, taking an honest account of ourselves, and not with pride, but also not with a false humility, doing that. And then I also, while I was reading this, kept thinking about what's the first thing he's going to do. Like, Solomon woke up different than he was when he went to sleep. He went to sleep normal. He wakes up the wisest man who ever lived, the wisest man who ever will live to this day and beyond. And the first thing he does is he goes to the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord and he offers him burnt offerings and sacrifices. So God came to him in his dream. God approached him. God pursued him. And then he wakes up, realizes he had this encounter with the Lord, and he went to the Lord. And he's reciprocating that relationship. He's investing in that relationship with God, even though it looked different back then. He goes and sacrifices to the Lord. And God is talking to us all the time. He's always wanting to have dialogue with us, or however he communicates to you. He's always wanting to be in relationship with us. That's why he sent Jesus ultimately, right? So that we could be with him forever. And it's important for us to reciprocate that by going to him as well, because he comes to us all the time. He pursues us, but we need to seek him and we need to go to him and we need to pursue him as well. When you think about sacrifice, Solomon sacrificed how they do back then. How do we sacrifice now? We don't burn animals to the Lord, right? What he wants, our love and devotion, he wants that, and that's good to give him. But what he wants is our entire lives, to lay down our hearts and lay down our lives, our wills, our desires, our plans, and submit those to him and give them to him. So I hope that was encouraging to you, or that you found something interesting in there. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next week.